Right then, guys, just a quick new mention about the new bait that I'm releasing as from today. So if you want any, if you just drop me a message, I'll try and get it you roll and get it out to you. At the minute, I've just got enough roll for what I've been using myself. I've been pre-baiting with this a lot through winter, and I've actually watched carp over it. They absolutely love it. It's liver, so they love liver, you know. It's liver and shrimp, but it's also got it's got a little touch of tuna in there as well. But it actually contains pieces of liver. Now the liver it was hydrated in salt, so to cure it a bit, which I looked into a lot, and it's as long as it's soaked in salt, it seems to last a fair while. Now there's a glug also that comes with these, but it is a little bit more expensive than normal. It's about £7 a kilo, but it's well worth it. I'm also going to be doing this in a coated version, like I used to do the bloody pineapple. I mean, this one's uncoated at the minute. It's just out of the freezer just to show you. But the thing is what I've noticed as well is over the past year that by using high levels and I mean high levels of black pepper and chili, that my catches of bream, when they just dropped down. Once I'd read that black pepper and chili, that bream didn't like it. It was something that I really wanted to test. I just couldn't understand why they didn't like it, and what it right, or what it just a myth. Or now I've got to say, last year I used a lot of black pepper and I used a lot of chili. Now it's only today I've actually added up about the amount of base mix that I used last year. But incredible, guys, incredible. Honestly, I was getting in 25 kilogram sites, and I went through a lot a base mix, hell of a lot, far more than I thought I would. So yeah, as far as I'm concerned now, it's like I'm no longer doing I said the smell of liver, it still brings back memories of when I was a kid. I absolutely hate liver. I can't stand the smell of it. But one thing's for sure, and that is the carp absolutely love it in winter. In cold temperatures, I don't think there's a better bait, to be honest with you. And if it was any other bait, which I'm class, it's a meaty bait. It's as far as I'm concerned, it's a bit of bait that I class as a fish meal. But if it was any other, I ain't a big fan of it. Anyone that knows who's fish with me will know that I ain't a big massive fan of fish meal baits. I love the KBS what we do, and to be honest with you, results from that last year were good, but they were nearly all over crumb and their flake. Fished over crumb and flake with a KBS pop up on. Now this year I'm going to be doing a lot more with them, because it's just when you're rolling them, it's when you get to see just the qualityness of the bait compared to the fruit flavors. You know, it's you can't. Well, I suppose you could put a fruit in baits if you wanted to, but it's never going to happen, and it's never going to work out right. It's always going to go off. So you've got to use synthetic flavors, of which with this and the KBS, it's near 98% of it is what it says on the tin, and that is liver. And it's liver and shrimp. It's got liver and shrimp in it, and that's as it says on the tin. So it's definitely worth thinking about, especially if you're doing a bit still now. If you aren't now and you're doing a bit now, it's definitely worth thinking about. Now this on treating this year is going to be good for the simple reason of the amount of putting. I put quite a bit of it in this year, so but it ain't like no liver bait that you're gonna buy. I can tell you that now. No way. It's the amount of goodness in it is just unbelievable. It's got the shrimp in it is a dried shrimp. It's also got a lot of mealworm in it. Now, I use mealworm in or every bait I roll has mealworm in it. I buy it as you'd buy it for feeding the birds. I buy it in a similar that exact way, and then I crumb it down. It goes into a fine dust, and it goes into an oil. It even if it goes into an oil, it's really oily mealworm. So once I've done that, I add it to the eggs and I leave it to soak in for a while, and then that gets added into it. So this has got more mealworm in than normal. So it's definitely a bait that I'd seriously think about trying, especially if you're on waters like Treaton or River Valley or somewhere like that. I really do think it will do well, especially if you're pre-baited. If you're doing a campaign this year, then I will guarantee you now you will not get a better bait for pre-baiting than this liver and also the KBS that we do. So there you go, guys. That's just a quick insight into that bait, which is going to be the first new release for this year. So all's good. I'll check you later, guys.